This month I'm trying something new. I'm going to go take a virtual writer's retreat at Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm inviting you to come along. Hi, this is Nash Yourself, Nani T. You know, I've been trying to figure out how to keep up with this YouTube channel, which I haven't been doing too great at anyway, while at the same time meeting my writing goals. I had promised myself I was going to do Camp NaNoWriMo this year. This month, actually, the month of April, is one of the 2 Camp NaNoWriMo options out there on the table. The second one is in July. Different from the NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writers Month, which occurs in November, Camp NaNoWriMo allows you to set any kind of goal that you want as pertains to your writing. Now, I'm going to use it in the same way that I would use the National Novel Writers Month in November, mainly because just November hasn't really worked out for me. So in order to do that and still keep up with this YouTube channel, I'm going to invite you to come along for the journey. Now, I've had trouble even trying to get that 1 video a week posted on my YouTube channel. I'm all new to this. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try just going off the cuff about my experience with NaNoWriMo during this month. Going to try and get maybe 3 videos a week. I think that's really pushing it for me, but we're going to give it a shot. So I'm going to invite you to join me as I go through Camp NaNoWriMo. And I'm repeating myself here, which is why I prefer scripts, but we're going to go with it. So excuse me while I switch the camera over so that I can figure out how to do this computer recording screen thing. All right, so here we are. Now, I haven't done this before, so let's see. I think the first thing I have to do is use this screenshot recording thing. I'm going to record the entire screen without a microphone because I'm using the camera for this. Hopefully I can do this picture-in-picture thing that I've seen other YouTubers do. If not, well, here's another video that's just going to have failed the test. So, press record. Is it recording? Yes, okay, I think it's recording. So, we are here on the Camp NaNoWriMo page. So the first thing we're going to do is sign in. Now, I already have a sign in for the regular November NaNoWriMo site. So I'm just going to use those same credentials. If you don't already have one, just click the Join Now Here button to set up an account. We don't have to go through that. I'm pretty sure you've set up accounts before. So let me sign in here. And then, let's see here. So this is day 1. As you can see, they do rely on donations. Let's see, I have to complete my camper profile, check my mail, and set my cabin preferences. So I don't know what any of that is. Let's go see what it is. Okay, click here for my camper profile. Ooh, okay, let's see. Nobody needs to know my birthday, my age. I really don't care. We're just gonna, there we go. I'm a writer, baby. Yes, that's not the only thing I do. That is not my day job, but we don't need to get into my day job here. Favorite books or authors? Goodness, I have tons. Let's see here what I can. Oh, good grief. I'm just going to go off the top of my head here because we're going to get this done quick. We don't want to spend too much time on this. So let's go with, it depends on the genre. Well, we can always start with J.K. Rowling, right? Because, seriously, the woman is awesome. We have Tom Clancy. How about, I love Stephen King, but he scares the frack out of me. So although he's one of my favorites, I really don't buy much of his stuff. Terry Pratchett. And I probably spelt that wrong, which is bad. Let's just go with Gaiman, even though I'm sure I spelled that wrong too. Morgan Llewellyn. I can't even. We're done. That'll work. Location. Colorado. My favorite camp activity? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Oh. Whiskey, wine, writing, reading. Okay, I don't know. My hobbies, seriously, my hobbies are writing, hiking, going fast here. Favorite noveling music? Oh, please. Celtic instrumental. I do love me some spell check. My website. We'll do that another time. Author bio, blah, blah, blah. Wrote one. Self-published. Wrote one, self-published, has tons of issues that we have to deal with, and I'll deal with those in further videos. Submit, that's close enough for now. Please include a month, day, and year. Seriously? Okay, well. August 2nd. We can just say old as rocks, but okay, maybe I'm not that old, but where is it? There we are. Yeah, I'm blocking this part out. Sorry, guys. Just think of me as perpetually young or old or whatever. Okay, there we go. Submit. Camper info. There it is. It's all right there. Like it. Okay, now what? Now I need to create a project. My current word count. I do have one. Pause while I go find out what my current word count is. Okay, so yeah, ignore the words on the screen. Remember, this is just a rough draft. Lightning draft, sloppy draft, cruddy draft, whatever you want to call it. This is my first draft. So down here, it has my word count. Let's go with 4439. Okay, so back over here, 4439 it is. We're calling it Well of Destiny. I don't type quickly. It's a novel. That's my goal. My genre is speculative fiction. I don't have that choice. Okay, adventure. Let's go with fantasy. Okay. Synopsis. I think this is where we speed up the tape. Okay. Oh my God, I haven't been recording the screen. I'm gonna have to go back. Where was I? I've forgotten half of what I did, but I believe where I left off was I was trying to add in the synopsis. Instead, what I found, because I haven't written a log line, I haven't written a synopsis for my current work in progress. So what I did instead was I went to Scrivener, where I have been tracking pieces of this, and as you can see, I put in all my plot points and all that kind of stuff over here on the left. And what I did was I went over to the preface. I just grabbed the preface, and I have copied and pasted that into the excerpt portion, so I would have something in there. It's not the best, but it'll do for now. I'm just trying to get started here. So the next thing I went to do was to go and look at my mail, and because I have already done that, it didn't just come up to remind me to go find it. So now I have to go and find my mail. I don't know where my mail is. Basically, it had some articles on not procrastinating and things like that. So now that we're done signing into Camp NaNoWriMo, what I wanted to show you next was the prep work that I have done getting ready for this month, for the whole camp. I have spent considerable time, probably way too much time, doing the plotting piece. My first book was all by the seat of my pants, but it took me 6 years to write, so I've really been trying to work a little bit on the plotting. Now, one of the first things that I ever looked at when it came to how to plot a novel was this wonderful audiobook by a woman named Kathy Yardley. It's called Rock Your Plot. I believe it was about a 2-hour long audiobook. I would really recommend it. I think I've mentioned it in a prior video as well. Really, really succinct, easy to understand, engaging woman to listen to. Made perfect sense, gave fantastic examples. I really can't rave about this as a starting point enough. Even as a summary point, if you've been looking at 1,000 different ways to do your plotting, I just absolutely loved it. Now, it isn't the only thing that I have incorporated into my plotting method. I took a good long look at the whole save the cat method, because too many of my writer friends were speaking about it and I had to know what it was, and I found a lot of things in there that I just kind of meshed into what Kathy had already shown me in her book, which of course I'm really using Kathy's work as shorthand because she did so much research into other methodologies, and she can do a lot more name dropping in that than I certainly can. The goal, motivation, conflict concept is in there. You'll really have to check it out for yourself. But the point I'm trying to make is I mix the two together, and what you see behind me constantly is a version of the beat sheet, which I got, by the way, from here, this website here, savethecat.com, tools, reworking the Blake Snyder beat sheet. And as you can see, this is what you see right back there on my wall. I absolutely love this poster. I downloaded the PDF of this, found a way to print it out on several pages, got some contact paper to join them all together. And I have 3 versions of it back here, one for each of my plot lines. And this is actually where I started when I was trying to fill out the pieces. So I started with this, and I did find this online today. Evidently, you can take this form and fill it out online. I haven't tried it, but it could be a lot of fun. I actually use it with the contact paper on here so that I can write with dry erase pens and change things up as I need them. Certainly something like this to fill out online would also help. Now, I will show you this here in a minute, but I want to show you, well, I've shown you, yes, I use Scrivener, but another great thing that I use is just, and I got this from Kathy Yardley as well. I actually paid for one of her goal, motivation, conflict coaching sessions, and I took hers and I took a lot of things, melded them together. So for my 3 plot lines here, I have them across the top in 3 different colors. And then I use the same thing over here on the left. So let me zoom in for you here. Oh, that's a bit much. My 3 plot lines, I have the heir, the henge, and the realms. So they take place, different protagonists, different heroes, different bad guys, different plot lines. They do merge together eventually, so it's quite a lot to keep track of. I'm really loving this spreadsheet because it means I can take it with me wherever I go and I can work out some ideas and some of the story questions. This month, however, is just going to be devoted to writing. So I have empty pieces in here that are not quite filled out, but as you can see over here on the left, I have kind of merged the whole, the plot point 1, plot point 2, plot point 3, you know, the epilogue, the denouement, the pinch points, the climax, or, you know, the dark moment, the black moment, all of that. I've merged it all together, those 2 methodologies, in my own way, and put them together on here. This helps me. This is what I'm going to rely on the most as I am writing during the month. But if you haven't gone that far, I really recommend this beat sheet here. Now this was by David Gowan, I believe it was. Gowan, it says it on here. Tom Gowan or Gowan. His version that he put together, I mean, seriously, he did great things with this. So anyway, now we're off. I'm going to actually go get out my notebook and my pen or my writing tablet and my Apple Pencil, and I'm going to get writing. Started the day with a bit of a migraine. It's kind of late at night. I need to get to bed soon, so I need to get in some writing today. So I'll see you soon. We'll talk more about Camp NaNoWriMo. Feel free to leave any questions or comments you have down below. Subscribe if you found this at all helpful. and come along with me on my journey. We'll see you soon.